Hello, my name's Janis and I am from My Body Couture. My studio is a private one-to-one commercial space, and like many of you, starting in mid-March, I was unable to teach privates from my commercial space. So I have transitioned my business to live online private sessions. This Facebook Live is about answering some questions about how we can take our business to a private environment that's still in a digital format. There's two elements to live privates. One is all of the tech background. So within that, there is a ton of information out in the marketplace about how we deliver the tech piece. So that is formats like Zoom. That is going to be getting ourselves and our clients up to speed on that software. Again, there is tons of information available out there on how we do that. In general, we want to set up some sort of a paywall system. That could be a Facebook group, that could be Vimeo, that could be YouTube, but we need some sort of paywall system so that we can attend to clients, and then we need to get ourselves on the paid software as well as getting our clients on the paid software. So I encourage you to just reach out for some resources to get some help around that. The second component, and the one that I really want to talk to today, is how we actually deliver that content to clients. So I had the lucky experience of actually transitioning a portion of my business to camera work a couple of years ago. So I wasn't in the position where I had to sort of reinvent that whole wheel and figure out how to be comfortable in front of a camera and how to give a client experience in 12 hours. So a couple of things that we want to be attentive to are what the client experience is. If our clients are used to us touching them, how do we integrate that into our practice and our experience right now? The answer from my perspective is that that is a really tricky thing to do. We can't. So I have taken a lot of the experiences that I give my clients and I've actually just pivoted them slightly. And what I mean by that is a client who is used to us putting a blanket over top of them is not going to necessarily enjoy or get the same restorative benefit out of them doing it for themselves. So I have drawn from some of my other modalities, things that maybe I don't utilize as much. I've made this a new client experience. I've brought in exercises that I haven't necessarily had in my repertoire with my clients all the time. So I have made it a new experience for people so that they're not looking for the exact same experience that we had in my studio, but that they now have to do those things themselves. One of the other things that I have done is where I didn't demonstrate, now I do demonstrate, and vice versa. So again, I've kind of taken some of the elements that clients are used to and I've changed them so that they're not getting the exact same experience. They're getting a new experience. And for them, that's giving them something that we just didn't have before. So their mind is more about new skill development, new body awareness, new things that we actually haven't quite gotten to. They're all really excited about the new skill sets that they're developing in their bodies, in their awareness. I'm taking cues that maybe I would have only given to a group and giving it in a private session and vice versa. We're breaking down movements in ways that maybe we didn't do in the studio. I'm not props, so we're doing completely new things. So that's one element. Another element is, how do we teach without the live energy of a person? I find that I actually connect really well with clients on Zoom because I have taken the barrier of the video away. We still have the same dialogue. We still have that same warmth. And no, their body is not in front of me, but we can dialogue about the body experience that they're having exactly the same way. So one of the elements of my teaching style is that I ask clients to give feedback. So instead of me touching them, I am using my voice and using my words and asking them to echo back to me. I also sometimes have them really zoom into a specific body part so I can see what is happening. Or I have them place their hand on a specific body part so they can feel what's happening. And so I don't find that we're losing any of that sort of energetic human touch. We're just incorporating it in a different way. So we still have that energetic warmth of the connection, but I've translated some of the touch to be them touching themselves. And for some of them, that's a brand new experience. So that palpation element is new. And then introducing new concepts, new cues. It's a lot more verbal languaging and a lot less energetic languaging. We are able to literally develop new skills in clients and new skills in ourselves in this way. So that's pretty exciting to me. Another question about teaching online privates is, should this be assessed at a different rate? No. My studio space is closed. So part of the experience of coming to a practitioner is definitely the studio experience. They come in, they're in a private environment, but I am encouraging clients to create that environment at home. So I have that here in my home. You can see my home studio behind me. It's my living room. And I've created that here. I get clients to kind of create that same sanctuary for themselves. And then we work on exactly the same skills. We work on exactly the same kinds of elements that they would be working on in the studio. So although the environment is different, it's a great opportunity to drive home the concept that the work we do for an hour or two a week really translates into the rest of their life. In fact, I'm actually finding that a lot of the restorative techniques really have extra meaning for people because we're able to take that into their home environment and teach them how to translate that into something that's really useful at home. We had one more question, and that was how we can teach without bodies. I have long considered myself someone who passes along education. And the format that that education is in doesn't require a body in the room. We can deliver that same concept and that same education to a client, whether they're physically present with us or not. That energy that comes from us as teachers doesn't require a live audience. If you look into the camera, you make eye contact with yourself, you smile, or if they're on the screen, you do the same thing. That energy and warmth that comes from your body, your heart, your intellect, and sharing your knowledge will still be extended to that student. The biggest trick that I actually use if I am either talking to a camera, talking to Facebook Live, or doing something else where a body literally doesn't exist in front of me is to act as if. I can talk to you on this Facebook Live through a one-way lens and have the same exact tone, same delivery, same passion, same heart, same educational intent. And part of it is literally getting comfortable with the camera, making eye contact with yourself, smiling, and just delivering that passionate information that you would in the exact same way that you do with a body in front of you. We don't need feedback from direct eye contact to educate someone. We don't need feedback with direct eye contact to share knowledge. We don't need feedback from someone with direct eye contact to inspire and make people excited about learning. So I think that those are nice to have elements. And I love people. I'm an extrovert. I love human energy. But I think that it's very possible with a shift in our own mindset to feel that we have lost nothing and we have actually gained access to an entirely new medium where we can share this education. I find that I'm breaking the information down into smaller blocks. I am able to actually dive deeper with a lot of my clients because that passion for education is still there every bit as much as it was when I had a commercial space a few weeks ago. That inspiration and what drove me to become a teacher still exists. So I hope some of that information helps you. Feel free to post some questions underneath this live, and I'm more than happy to engage in dialogue and talk to anybody, any one of you from this group, about how to translate that experience into a very successful client experience. Good luck.